Watch Monkey, and today I'm going to be doing a head-to-head of the Zenith El Primero Rainbow and the Tudor Black Bay Chronograph. Now, one of these watches, this one here, is the Tudor Chronograph, and this one is about 2 years old now. I'll be putting this on a time grapher and checking how accurate the timekeeping is, and be interesting to see that. I'll be doing close-ups of the watches as well, so you can see the details and the differences between the two. And the other watch is the Zenith El Primero Rainbow, and this watch here is about 25 years old, almost 30 years old now. I don't know the service history. I've owned this watch now, I would say, for about 3 years now, and it keeps great time. Both do. They're very similar, but yet very different watches. Obviously, they both keep time. They're both chronographs. One's a bicompax, and the other one has 3 subdials. But yeah, they're fantastic watches, both of them. And it'll be interesting to see how they do on the time grapher. So anyways, we'll flip the camera around now, and we'll show them up close. Okay, so now that we've got the camera flipped around, let's take a closer look at these two beauties. All right, camera's having a little bit of trouble focusing. Let's see if we can get that to work. There we go. So there you've got the Tudor and the chronograph, and there is the Zenith El Primero Rainbow. And you can see size-wise, the Tudor is a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker. Both have screw-down crowns, as you can see. So screw-down pushers there and crown. Same thing with the Zenith. Screw-down crown, screw-down pushers. The water resistance, I believe, on both are about the same as well, 200 meters. Let's get a closer look here. You can see that's a really nice looking watch. The bezel on this one does not rotate. So you can see that is a fixed bezel. And this one here has got the rotating bezel, which I really like. I prefer the chronographs to have rotating bezels. But anyway, that's one of the differences there. They both have sapphire glass, AR coating on the underside of this glass. And this one here, it's got AR coating on the top side and underside. And you can see the difference in the clarity just by looking at them head on. The Zenith is clear. You can see this is a bicompax. This has got 3 subdials, both date watches. So this has got the date at the 6, and this has got the date at, I guess, between the 4 and 5 o'clock. So that's a preference thing. I think this is a little bit more pleasing to the eye, but you really don't notice with the date being there making much of a difference. If you look at the case back on the Zenith, or sorry, on the Tudor, you can see it's quite plain. Nothing fancy going on. Very purposefully built. And on the Rainbow, this has got a very elaborate movement on proud display with the display case back. And you can see that's just a great looking movement. It's hard to believe that that movement that you're looking at there is almost 30 years old. And we're going to be checking out very shortly how accurate that watch is still keeping time. And as you know too, this is COSC certified, so it's an extremely accurate watch. It's powered by the MT5813, which is a movement that's shared with Breitling, the B01. They did some sort of trade deal with movements, but just a fantastic movement. Can't say enough good things. The original case back, by the way, that came on the Rainbow is right here. So that is the original case back for that Rainbow diver that you see there. As I'd mentioned too, price-wise, they're both about the same. Both of these do come on bracelet, and I do have the bracelets for them. I've just got them. I've got this one on a sailcloth, an Artem, and this one here is on a Vanguard rubber strap. And it's a great strap, by the way, if you're thinking about getting one. A little bit pricey, though, for what you're getting, but hey, if you're going to be spending close to $5,000 for a watch, then another couple $100 for a strap, I think, is pretty reasonable. So anyway, let's put them on the time grapher. We'll start off with the Tudor, and we'll see how this does. So I've already set the lift angle And as far as I could tell, I think the lift angle is 52. So let's take a listen and see how this one does. All right, so just let me, I think I just gotta get that a little bit. There we go. Okay, so you can see the Tudor runs very well. It's running at -1 seconds, 0.4 milliseconds beat error. I don't know why it's that high. It shouldn't be, but anyway, it is at the moment. Temperatures and so on can make a difference, as well as the state of wind. So you can see the watch is now settling in. So the amplitude is good at 243, 28,800 beats per hour. And it's doing quite well. And by the way, the power reserve on this one is 70 hours. So you can see the numbers are pretty good. I've tested them all in different positions as well. And they're all, it doesn't vary much with these cosk movements when you change the position. It's accurate pretty much all around. So you can see on the face up, seems to like it a little bit better. So we're running 0. So anyway, all this is proving is that the Tudor chronograph movement that's used in the Black Bays are exceptional. They're very, very solid, robust movements that are very accurate. Okay, so let's pop that off the time grapher. And if you guys know if I'm incorrect with the lift angle on the Tudor, please let me know. I really couldn't find anything. I saw one place saying it might be 49, but most were saying it was 52. This one here, I know the Zenith here, let me get that in focus for you guys, is 52. So this is for sure. Again, full state of wind. Let's put that on the time grapher and see how it does. Now keep in mind, I have no idea on the service record on this watch. You can hear that it's beating at a much higher frequency, 36,000 beats per hour. And it's a 31 joule movement, whereas the Tudor has, I think, about 41 joules. So it's got more joules, or 37 joules, sorry. But anyway, let's get that to settle in a bit. Let me just put it heads up. Okay, so that's in a flat position. Let's see if that settles down. We're running at -8 right now, -7. Amplitude is 249. Just let it settle in a bit. By the way, that Zenith El Primero 400 movement is basically almost the same movement that Rolex was using. So they used the Zenith base movement. They slowed the beat rate down. So, yeah. It's kind of odd. It was running a little bit more accurate earlier. So, anyways, there you see the movement is still running very well. Okay, so I'll pop that off the time grapher. By the way, they're both using, these watches are using the column wheels and vertical clutches. Let's just see how they compare with activation and so on of the pushers. Now, the one thing I can tell you for sure is the Tudor, when you're winding the watch, it feels very heavy compared to pretty much any other watch that I own. It's a tank. All right. Okay, so let's push this in to reset it, and then reset. Okay, and the feel is pretty good. Let's do that again. I'll try to be quiet so you guys can actually hear it. Okay, and that starts the chronograph. Stop, reset. Okay, so you can see that the chronograph is working perfectly. Let's try the Tudor next to it. So again, unscrew the crowns, which they are, and let's start it. So we're going to stop it. And you can see that you can hear the difference. The Tudor is very clicky. Okay, nice solid feel to it. Let it run for a couple seconds more. Okay, stop, reset, and feels very good too. The Tudor does feel more solid than the Zenith. The other things you should know too is that the Tudor is considerably thicker. I'll just quickly grab the calipers here. The movement is thicker too on the Tudor by about 1.5 millimeters, just the movement alone. So you can see that's at 14.4. Let's get the Zenith Rainbow, and that's coming at 12.8. So that's a considerable difference. The case diameter is 39.9, call it 40, and this should be around 41, and it's dead on 41. So definitely the Tudor's a much more, I would even say, masculine watch. It's solid. It's really nice feeling. But so is the Zenith El Primero. You can't go wrong with either of these watches, guys. They're both fantastic. So I'd be interested to see which one you guys think is the nicer of the two watches. Both fantastic timepieces. Anyway, there you go. That is a wrap. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe to my channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. All right, have a good day, guys.